Hey guys, we have a big, exciting Wine and Weed announcement.
October 20th is our first live show at the Improv Hollywood at 7 p.m. Buy tickets right now.
Maybe click here.
John, can you make that happen?
Oh, maybe swipe up.
Okay, so yeah, it don't fucking matter. Just make sure you get a ticket. We gonna get high, we gonna get drunk, we gonna talk shit. We gonna do what we do every week. We gonna do it with you.
So come be part of it. The Hollywood Improv on October 20th at 7 p.m.
And you might see Nucky there.
You will
not see Nucky. Like when you were growing up, you were like Benny Hanna, so rich.
Yeah. For sure.
And then you go to be Hanna's now, you're like, all right, I guess. Yeah. This is just a fucking buffet.
Oh, that's unfortunate. For sure.
Someone's just cooking in front of us.
Yep.
Like this is, yeah. I hate when you go to certain restaurants though that make, like I love Geiger, but I call it the IKEA of restaurants because they make you cook your own food. I don't want to pay to cook my own fucking food. I want you to cook my food for me. When you go to Korean barbecue place, they're like, hey, you get to cook it. I'm like, nigga, then what are you getting paid for? You just brought me this food out here. Why are you getting paid if I got to cook it? Like, it pisses me off. Should we just jump into the show?
I guess so.
Fuck it. Welcome to Wine and Weed. I was going to let you do it. You do it each week now, man.
I know. I didn't want to
Your voice is
steal
better
it from
than mine.
me,
Welcome to Wine and Weed. It's your boy Steelo Brum as always, a.k.a. Sterling, a.k.a. Skateboard Steve, a.k.a. S to the B to your best of the breed, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. it's at a third leg, no, it's just me, a.k.a. Mandingo Lover, a.k.a. Black Mama. That's one of the people.
Oh, yeah.
Concerned Dad as well, a.k.a. Concerned Dad, or a Concerned Father. Yeah, I'm still here. So, with me as always, Chris Reinecker.
I'm Chris Reinecker, a.k.a. The Connoisseur, a.k.a. I feel like I got new ones this week. People wrote them, but I don't remember them. Your new baby daddy, a.k.a. Taco King of Los Angeles.
What the fuck? You do not have that. That's not even close to yours. I was offended.
Look, it was National Taco Day yesterday, and this week at least, I think I ate
but
the
you
most
sound
tacos.
like LeBron James moving here and being like, I'm going to trademark Taco Tuesday. It's like, motherfucker,
Yep.
The Mexicans are still here. Everyone calm down.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll take that one back. AKA Chris the Snitch.
Yeah.
That
one's
shout out
sticking.
to my boy Takashi. Welcome to Wine and Weed. Unfortunately, John Ross is out today, AKA Big Sexy with the glasses.
You cannot do his AKAs.
But we have a live show coming up that I just want to remind everybody about. It's at the Hollywood Improv main room on October 20th at 7 p.m. You guys should buy tickets in the description if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be super high, super drunk. And I think we should buy a couple bottles to pass around the actual venue.
That sounds fun.
To get people drunk with us. And get some joints. Let's pass out some joints.
We have word right now that we can smoke in the actual venue.
So then let's hotbox that motherfucker. Let's make everybody high in that.
I thought they might be like, you have to vape. But now we can be like, I don't know, vaping kills people.
Yeah, no, we going to smoke. But my concern is that if we like smoke too much and no one else smokes, they'll just judge us the whole time.
We'll get paranoid.
Yeah, it'll be like 200 people just watching us, and we'll be like, fuck, I'm too high for all you people to be staring at me. So we should try to get everybody high with us.
This is the life we chose.
Yeah, it made me feel better.
Yeah.
But we have a very special guest here with us. What do you want to go back, Kelvin?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kelvin Pena, a.k.a. Brother Nature, a.k.a. the Deer Whisperer, a.k.a. the Dominican Snow White, a.k.a. if I pop out tonight, you better hold your girl tight, a.k.a. Young Kelv, the coolest angel out of hell, a.k.a. Steelo Brim. What up, man?
That's my guy. Thank you for coming out, brother.
Wow, that was one of the best AKAs straight out the gate.
I appreciate you coming on the show, man. It was a
thank you,
last-minute text, and Kelvin's my guy. He was just like, y'all pull up. I was like, that's a good guy. Man.
Yeah.
That's my guy. Always has the biggest smile every time I see him, the happiest person. And we appreciate you coming on the show.
And how do we describe you? You are a social media star. You are an environmentalist. You are an animal whisperer.
I'm Brother Nature, man.
You're
That's
Brother
the best
Nature,
way.
man.
You know, it's like what happened to me just fell into my lap. And, you know, every day I create the blueprint. So it's just trying to figure it out every single day.
I fucking love it. Have you met the Nature Boy yet? Ric Flair?
Oh, no, I haven't met Ric Flair. But I've
Flair?
been meaning to meet
I
Ric
should do a
Flair.
collab, man.
Yeah,
Brother Nature
man.
and the Nature Boy?
Trying to meet
Come
Ric
on,
Flair
man.
for sure.
Let's get into it, man.
Yeah.
You know, I know you already got the bag. Let's get some more.
Yeah.
Let's get some more bags.
Yeah.
And what we do on this show, as people may know, we just go over and we talk about things throughout the week, crazy stories. We try not to dive into politics too much unless we fucking need to. And sometimes we need to, but we talk about just society in general and what's going on around us. And we do all of that while we drink a bottle of wine and we smoke some weed.
So today we're drinking Behringer, Knights Valley, Cabernet Sauvignon.
What the fuck is that?
Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
2015. Hand selected from our vineyard estates.
It's a lie. I selected it off Postmates, but whatever.
And
we were
what are we smoking?
I don't know. So look, we got a couple options. We got some Create 305. We can smoke that again. That's always good. But this is a pack, right?
Yeah.
I was at Benihana's,
That's
right?
a lot of weed.
I'm gonna get y'all a story real quick.
Wait, you got a pack of weed at Benihana?
Let me fucking talk, man. So I went to Benihana's randomly, and I was like, let me go to Benihana's. And I was sitting there eating, and the dudes just kept staring at me. I was like, who the fuck are these? I'm about to fight these motherfuckers. I know I am. Because I always forget, because I'm like right in that middle area of famous. I'm like, you're famous, but not always. So in my head, I always think I got to fight.
Yeah.
I'm always like, I got to fight this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I be forgetting people know who I am.
Yeah.
So I was like, I knock this nigga out.
Yeah.
And the dude was like, hey, man. I was like, oh, shit. It's about to happen.
Yeah.
He's like, you're Steelo Brim, right? I was like, okay. My fist can go unballed now.
Yeah.
I feel like Arthur. I was like, okay, I'm going to unball my fist. And the dude was like, hey, man, I fuck with you, man. We fuck with wine and weed. I got something for you in the car.
Wow.
What?
And I was like, oh, word. And he was like, yeah, holler at me after we get done eating and come to the car. So I come outside, I go out there. He said, you want a pack for you? I'm like, oh, man, where's the brand? And like, I'll shout it out on the show. I'll make sure I give you a shout out. And he was like, nah, nigga, I'm still moving packs. Like, this is just a regular ass pack. Like, this is no, he was like, no, I ain't got no brand, ain't no company, nigga. I'm moving packs. And I was like, I got to still give him a shout out. So we can smoke his weed. I smoked it yesterday.
So buy street weed.
Buy street. Well, I didn't buy this.
No,
but like,
you didn't buy it.
I was also wanting to tell him like, hey man, there's better ways to getting this. You could charge a premium now, and you probably giving out this shit for some weak ass prices right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can smoke this, or we can smoke some Create 305.
I'm down to smoke Benihana weed.
I'm gonna roll up both.
Benihana
I'm gonna roll
Kush.
up both, and we can test out the Benihana Kush.
Do you have a wine opener? Oh, you do.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to stop for a second.
Nah, man, we out here.
And you're gonna drink some wine with us today? You gonna
Yes,
smoke some
sir.
weed with us?
Drink some wine.
Not gonna smoke
Not-
no weed.
not the
Wanna do
weed?
the weed.
All right, cool. We get
No.
that. We get that.
Yeah.
We get guests on here who are like, oh, I can't smoke with you. And it's fine. We never take offense to that. We get it. We get if you don't smoke. We get if you got motherfucking deals and stuff that's got to go through. We not trying to mess up nobody's bag. But, you know.
But we're gonna
we
get
hope you
high.
we
For
hope you
sure.
catch a contact at
Yeah,
least.
for sure. I'll
You
be
know,
right
even though
here
you're not
just-
smoking, we hope you catch a contact.
Yes, sir. I'll be right here just chilling.
And we can start diving into the week, you think, right?
Thanks for coming on.
Cheers, my brother.
cheers.
Boom.
You were with some horses today?
It's interesting.
I just got done riding
not my
some
favorite
horses.
wine.
You just horse rode all day?
For like a cool hour.
Wow.
Yeah, I went down to pick her over. I got a goat out here that lives on my friend's ranch, and he has horses. And sometimes when I want to ride some horses, I just hit him up. Go on a nice little horse ride. It's pretty therapeutic.
That's pretty. I haven't ridden a horse as an adult. I don't.
Really?
Think. Nah.
Oh, man, I used to horse ride here and there.
I gotta get into it.
Yeah, nah, it's fun.
I never gallop, but I used to trot here and there. Like I
Yeah.
used to. Was it gallop? No, trotting is faster. As gallop? No, galloping is faster.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
You
I'm,
just
I'm,
like
I'm
fucking
also
on a
I'm
ride.
also a rookie, so but like
Oh,
sometimes I
really?
just be going and the horse starts to gallop and start going fast. I almost fell off today. It was a little scary, but that was all
No,
good.
horses are fucking scary.
Yeah, bro, super scary.
Oh no, they're sketchy, bro. They're
Man.
My mom, I'll give you a quick little horse story. My mom rode a horse when I was like 12. We all went out on a family vacation. My mom was on this horse called, I think his name was fucking either Bucky or Dusty. And,
Bucky sounds wrong.
Bucky?
Just doesn't sound like a name.
Bucky of a horse? Sounds like a fucking horse.
I guess it could be a horse.
That's like the most horse name you can come up with.
Bucky.
Bucky, yeah. Horses buck and they do all yeah. But so I was like, okay, yeah. My mom rode the horse and the horse was giving her hell. We were all just like doing regular horse shit, just the horse is walking, and every time we turned around, her horse was like throwing her back and doing all type of shit.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh my God, my mom's gonna go down. So she starts crying, begging. can y'all please get me off this horse? Can you please get me off this horse? So finally we have to stop riding the horse so she can get off. We fast forward, maybe 15, 16. We decide as a family again, we're going to go out one more time. We're going to try this horse thing one more time. And let's just go with Bucky, right? So they bring over her horse. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. They bring over her horse, and the goddamn name was Bucky again.
Wow.
And she fucking freaked out. And she was just like, I'm not getting on this horse. The last horse I got on named Bucky was trying to throw me off the horse, so I'm never getting on. And she never rode a horse again.
Wow.
She never rode a horse again. So, Ma, I just want to say to you, next time you come out here to L.A., we're going to go to Burbank or wherever. Maybe we can team up with Kelvin and go horseback riding.
Yeah, let's go.
And we can get you over this fear.
Yeah.
But I will call that horse Bucky no matter what. Just to freak her the fuck out.
For sure. Definitely got to let her know.
You want to start with the fun stuff or the serious stuff?
Let's get into some fun stuff, man.
Russian iPhone user sues Apple for turning him gay.
Fucking Apple.
What?
A Russian man is seeking more than $15,000 in damages
That's
from
it?
Apple.
That's it? 15
after
racks?
claiming that the U.S. tech giant drove him to homosexuality.
What?
Okay, I want to hear this.
The plaintiff, identified as D. Razumilov, alleges that he became mired in same-sex relationships this summer after receiving 69 gay coins on a cryptocurrency payment app he downloaded to his iPhone in 2017.
69 is the real amount of coins he received. Is that the real amount of coins he received?
69.
Hilarious.
The unknown sender was said to have included an English language message that Razumilov interpreted as "Don't judge without trying." Interpreted as, he's like, I don't speak English, but I assumed it said "Don't judge without trying." I thought, indeed, how can I judge something without trying it? And decided to try same-sex relationships.
Yeah.
He wrote in a complaint published by Gorovo Moskva on Wednesday. I can say after the passage of 2 months that I am mired in intimacy with a member of my own sex and I can't get out. His complaint continues. I have a steady boyfriend and I don't know how to explain it to my parents. After receiving the aforementioned message, my life has changed for the worse and I will never be normal again.
Normal.
He accused Apple of manipulating, pushing me towards homosexuality, moral suffering and harm in his to mental health, and his 1 million ruble, $15,300 complaint.
Yeah. That complaint and the amount of money says to me, you don't really want to get out.
Yeah.
No, I know, Chris, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm more saying, like, there are so many things in life that I've not tried that I also know I'm not into.
Yeah.
Like crack.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I'm like, I'm just not into that. And homosexual sex is one of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know who convinced them with it. It's as simple of a text message that said, don't knock it till you try it. Well, but that was enough for him to be like, I guess I'll suck a dick.
Yeah, people are crazy, bro.
Like, what? But $15,000.
I got it. My favorite part is that it wasn't like I tried gay sex or sucking a dick. It was like, and then I got in a relationship, committed for 4 months, and now I'm in love with a man, and I gotta get out.
Which is all to me a lie. Which means this was the only way in his head he thought he could break it to his parents.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely what's going on.
I'm gay, but I'm suing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's all Apple's fault. Like, it's technology. Like, what?
It's not me.
Yeah.
But which says to me, like, obviously he was gay long before this.
For sure.
But it's just funny that this was his approach. But the $15,000, like, Apple might give it to him. Because they might just be like, we don't give a fuck about $15,000. Like, if he wants that, we'll give it to him for him to get out our fucking way.
Well, now I want to look at it legally. Like, did Apple really do it, though? Or did he go out of his way to download this app?
Dude,
and then he got sent the money
been,
from a person. Like, Apple was the connector. This is like being, I got a bad text message, so I'm suing Apple.
For sure.
This has nothing to do with Apple.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, I downloaded Grindr and I like it. It's like,
I got to sue Apple.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Apple allowed it to download.
Tim Cook, I will get you.
It'd be one thing if Apple was doing like a weird thing where, like, you know, the U2, like the U2 album that was been put on your fucking iPhone.
Oh, yeah,
It'd be one thing if Apple put Grindr on his iPhone.
Yeah,
They were like, It was just there when I got it. It was right next to calculator. And he'd be like, okay, cool. But it's like Apple didn't make you download any of this.
He made all them choices himself.
These are all your choices.
Yeah.
You live with these, you move on. Suck a dick, be happy. Tell your parents about what you do. And we all accept you. It's 2019, man. We love you.
Yeah.
You and your boyfriend, the boyfriend must be pissed about this.
Yeah,
He's
damn.
like, you gonna really sue? Like, you knew what we're getting into.
Nah,
I mean-
boyfriend probably want the 15 bands, little honeymoon.
You think so? Oh, yeah. Take a little trip. Little Bora Bora trip.
Yeah, if you get that, you got to put it into your relationship.
100%.
I also like being like, how did he decide $15,300?
Word.
Being like really working out the damages.
That's
The
the
69 coins really bothers me. It
Yeah.
makes it's so funny.
Did he get sent it or did he downloaded it, right?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, the
This is a
sad
lie.
part about this is just like a symptom of homophobic Russian culture. That's really what the fuck
for
is
sure.
going on because they're super homophobic out there.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. But that is a hilarious reaction.
Well, he might give it to his parents. He might be like, "Hey, I'm giving you the 15,000 for all the hurt I've caused you."
I hope not.
No, but you're sitting there in Russia and there's homophobia going on in there. So he might be like, "Hey, mom and dad, I am gay, but here's $15,000."
Nah, he
And
finna use the 15 to get away.
You think so?
Yeah, go somewhere.
I
where he
hope
could be happy
so.
with
I
his
hope he
boyfriend.
goes.
Yeah.
That would make sense. I mean, like, truthfully.
Yeah, man. Come
should.
out here. Move to West Hollywood, dude.
Yeah. You'll have a great time.
Fuck, we got a spot for you out here in West Hollywood.
Apple should pay for his pad in West Hollywood.
That's what they should do. That's what
For a
Apple should
year.
do. That's good.
that
What's that
was
next
nice
story?
and simple.
Yeah, it was
R.
nice
Kelly.
and
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. It's your boy Kale's back again.
This fucking.
Yo.
This just becomes the R. Kelly podcast.
It does.
I'm like, do I really want to talk about fucking R. Kelly again?
but then you hear something like this and you're like, gotta talk about R. Kelly.
R. Kelly's lawyer is complaining that the singer can visit only one of his girlfriends at a time.
That sucks, man. Come on.
R. Kelly's attorney filed a motion arguing for a release on bond in which he bemoaned the singer's visitation privileges that allow him to visit with only one of his girlfriends at a time.
You mean the girlfriends he kidnapped?
Yeah, like what girlfriends?
He
Kelly-
has 2 girlfriends.
Wow.
His visits are severely restricted. Presently, he is only allowed one unrelated person to visit. In other words, although he lives and has lived with 2 lady friends,
Oh.
one of them is only allowed to be on his visiting list.
Oh, only.
After 90 days, he's required to switch. No other
He's not
friends or
requi-
professional
is he
colleagues
required
are
to
allowed
switch
to visit.
girlfriends?
That's not right. What?
After 90 days, he's required to switch girlfriends?
Yeah, then he has to like switch paperwork and be like, now she's my unrelated person who can visit me.
Okay. I wonder, how was that combo within the house?
Yeah.
2 girls that still live there, like, who did they flip a coin?
So
Did
he
Kales
has.
just have to pick one?
So he has 2 girlfriends that like know they're both his girlfriends and they live together,
Yeah.
and only one of them. Can
I
go
mean,
see him?
they know whatever Kales tells them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
They've
fair
been
way to put it.
brainwashed,
For sure,
but
for
yeah,
sure.
they know they're in a relationship with him. I think it's just crazy that he still has 2 girlfriends.
Yeah, I think it's insane.
Throughout
after
this
everything
whole
that's
thing,
going
they're like,
on.
"We're gonna stick by your side, Kales."
I don't know. That got crazy.
They said he hit $100,000 in one of his friends' accounts
Wow.
this week. That came out too.
Really?
Yeah, that he hit 100,000. But I was like, 100,000. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so outside of R. Kelly, if we're gonna starting to accept like polyamorous relationships as a
Ooh,
thing,
let's get into it, Chris. I like where you're going.
like, is that fair that somebody's polyamorous relationship can visit them in jail?
No, I think if you get locked up, you don't deserve 2 girlfriends.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
I
if
think
you
it's
get
a little
locked
tough
up,
to argue. Yeah.
you immediately like gotta forfeit one of them chicks.
Yeah.
You gotta drop one of them. You can't put 2 women through this bullshit.
Yeah.
Talking about holding you down, putting money on your books.
Yeah.
But 2 does sound good to put money on your books.
Yeah. I mean, like if I was in that position, I mean, I would still want my 2 girlfriends.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, it's sad.
And
you
your
know?
one boyfriend is in jail too. Like, you got 3 motherfuckers with you now. Yeah, I don't know how he really why his lawyer openly says this stuff. Like, you got to keep this shit under wraps. Like, if you're going to argue that, hey, Kale should be able to see both his girlfriends, we shouldn't be hearing about it.
For sure.
Because you're just making us more and more be like, this nigga's guilty.
Yeah, super
Lock
guilty.
this motherfucker all the way up. Like, your lawyer's fucking you by making an announcement.
For
like,
sure.
we're going to go to the press if you don't allow them to see both his
Yeah,
girlfriends.
exactly.
It's like, okay, go to him.
Yeah. Is R. Kelly like, people need to know.
Yeah.
I'm suffering.
People will defend me.
We're all just laughing, drinking wine.
Is that what
smoking
he
weed.
thinks?
it is like-
Does he think like everyone's with me? Is he like have this Trumpian mindset?
I mean, I
of,
feel like that's probably what gets him through. Probably thinking like that.
Yeah,
Isn't
but I think he also really believes it.
Yeah, no, of course. Like
Yeah.
that's what like that's his motivation. Like, nah, like they still riding for me. Like I'm in the right. Like delusional, on something like the.
I
he
think
just
Kel's probably-
convinces himself.
I think he thinks that he's one hit away from all of us accepting him again. I think he's like, if I could just get out and record one record,
Yeah.
these motherfuckers will love me all over again. And guess what? I'm not sure he's wrong. I'm not sure he's wrong.
It's a nightmare, but it might be true.
I'm joking.
I mean, I hope not. I hope we never
I think
hear
he's
it.
too far gone. I think we can all agree we don't fucking want R. Kelly back.
Yeah.
Grind this up and put it into this one. I already got one joint, bro. That weed is probably, it might be back. 21-year-old man overslept for jury duty, so a judge sent him to jail for 10 days. I had to tell myself I am not a criminal. DeAndre Somerville said those 10 days were long and traumatic days. Cool. So he actually served them. Let's get into this. For the rest of his life, DeAndre Somerville says he'll think about the 10 days he spent in jail. It's hard not to because he doesn't think he should be there in the first place. The 21-year-old slept through his first jury duty. To punish him, a Florida judge, after chewing him out in court, sentenced him to 10 days in jail and a year of probation and made him pay a fine and ordered him to serve 150 hours of community service. 24 hours in a day felt like 48 hours in a day. All I could do was think. So he really did 20 days, y'all. He did 20 days in his head
For
because
sure.
he doubled that shit. All I could do was think being around criminals. Now I am a criminal for doing something that's not even a real criminal act. Somerville told BuzzFeed News on Friday. I had to tell myself I am not a criminal. Those 10 days were long and traumatic days. I can keep going, but I think we can just jump into it from right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is like terrifying to me.
This is terrifying. That judge should be fucking
For sure.
debarred or disbarred or whatever the fuck it is. And that judge should be fired, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like, how the fuck would you put somebody in jail for 10 days? First of all, he has a criminal record now
Yep.
for sleeping.
Yep.
Imagine niggas asked him, what you in here for, nigga? I took some NyQuil last night. I couldn't wake up on time. Like, what the fuck? Like, he has a criminal record. He served 10 days in jail because he slept. I'm pretty sure we can all say this. I don't know. Maybe y'all haven't. But I ain't never served on jury duty. I'm pretty sure I got a couple fucking notices in the mail while I moved. My mom called me in Chicago one time. I was like, hey, you got jury duty out here in Chicago. And I was like, I don't live no more.
Yeah.
Tell them come find me.
I've done that exact fucking same thing, and now I'm nervous to say it on the podcast. But
Nah.
also this year I went to a jury duty. I forgot it was that day,
Yeah.
and I wound up showing up like hours late, and they were just like, "Cool, we'll move you to December," and I was like, "Cool."
Wow.
Imagine if they were like, "Now you have to go to court, and now you're gonna serve 10." Like, do you know how long 10 days in fucking jail is?
Yeah. For some that.
For some of you, like,
Really, like everybody oversleeps. Like that happens.
oversleeping, fam. They put
That's
you in jail.
crazy.
I'm more offended for him that he has a criminal record,
For sure.
and that now I don't know if him applying for jobs. He's only 21 years old. He's a kid. He's a kid.
Apparently, he wants to be a firefighter, and that
So-
works against him.
Exactly.
Sure.
Well, he might have just chose the occupation on purpose. That's what I would have did. I would be like, nigga, I was gonna be a police officer
Yeah. Yeah.
before this shit. This is
Yeah.
some bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. But but.
That's that Bunny Hanna Kush.
Yeah, I just think it's complete bullshit that someone didn't overturn this, that he actually had to pay his fine and do 10 days. It's just, to me, it's oh, did I throw in there? I'm sorry. I thought y'all knew by the name DeAndre. He's black.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I include that into the story.
This is in
He's a-
Texas.
For sure.
Yeah, it's in Texas,
In Texas. Yeah.
I believe. But it's just, what the fuck is that? Well, some weed. I thought it was a goddamn spider in my shit. I was like, I've been drinking the spider.
Man, that Benny Hanna Kush is good already. Where are you from?
So I'm from New York, like born in New York, but I've lived in Puerto Rico, Texas, and Pennsylvania.
Word.
I lived in all four.
You just moved around with your military
Yeah,
kid
so
and-
like and I was born in New York, and then we moved to Puerto Rico when I was like about 2. My parents split up when I was about 4, so I started spending all my summers and all my winters in New York uptown. And then when I was about 9, I came back to Puerto Rico from visiting my dad, and all our stuff was in boxes. And I asked my mom what's going on. She's like, "Shit, we about to move to Texas." This boyfriend I got, he just got a job in Texas to be army contractor, and he's gonna like rebuild tanks. So I ended up moving to Killeen, Texas when I was about 9, and I was still, you know, visiting my dad summers and winters, and I moved to Pennsylvania after I graduated high school, like 2016, to start college out there.
Nice. Yeah, I was just wondering, like, when we're talking about the country, like what your experience is. So you got a good taste of it.
Yeah.
Sure.
You
You know America, outside America, the South, and
Hey, I know
city.
the South, I know the city, so it's like I get like a good
That's
taste.
fucking dope.
And all my group of friends, you know, is like I hear everything and I see everything that goes on in different parts of the country.
So where did you like? I guess find your love for animals? Then was it in Puerto Rico? Was it in?
I was honestly
Texas?
just with my dog in New York.
Word.
His name was Max. It was just love my dog, and before I would go to sleep, sometimes I just watched animal documentaries and always had like admired animals, but like I didn't realize that I wanted to do something with animal. Like I didn't realize that, you know, I spoke it into existence at one point in my life where it was like super important. So I'm just tell y'all the story real quick. It was like my senior year, and I had applied for a $4,000 scholarship, and the whole school board was in front of me and they was interviewing me, right? And they was just like, and I remember it was like the most nervous I ever been in my life. And I remember I sat down, and the last question they asked me was like, yo, Kelvin, if you could do, like, we love your story, we love where you come from, da-da-da-da. If you could do something with your life and like you didn't have to worry about school, money, or nothing, what would you do? I remember I sat there, and I didn't even know what to do at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing good in school. I didn't even know what I want to be, like, when I grow up. And I just sat down, and I was just like, honestly, like, I've grinded so hard. I've accomplished all my goals. I've excelled at everything that I have in front of me right now at this moment, that I feel like I'm kind of like over humans and like the system that's built. I would honestly just go out into the Amazon and just look at how animals live, just because every day for them is fight or flight. Like, they out there just trying to figure it out every single day, whether it's rain, storm, or they see a predator right in front of them. They got to fucking figure out a way to survive. So I would just go out there and look at how animals live. And then a couple months later, I moved to Pennsylvania, you know, with my full-ride scholarship to my college, East Stroudsburg University. And then I befriended the deer in my backyard. And that's kind of where I had like an epiphany in life of like, damn, like, you work hard, you believe in yourself, like, you can speak things into existence, you know, like at the scale that it's at. Like, now it's like I'm really doing it, you know?
No, yeah, people say, yeah, you can speak things. No, you have to.
Yeah.
You got to speak it into existence. The tongue is definitely the most powerful thing in your body. Like, you got to speak what you believe in into existence. So that's fucking sick.
Yeah, and I didn't even know to that moment, and then it happened to me, and I was like, whoa, you know?
And that's the first time I'm not trying to tell if it's the first time you got on my radar. It's the first time you blew up was like that deer video.
Yeah.
That's the first thing and you blew up, and then you were like, I'm gonna go in this direction.
That was my first wildlife encounter, and even at that point, it wasn't even like, let me go in that direction. It was like I was kind of just going with the flow. You know, they knew me for Everybody Eats, so it was more into charities and like helping feed the families in my neighborhood at that moment, and kind of just like keep feeding the deer in my backyard, because they all had characters, so people just followed characters. It was a deer squad, you know. And then when I worked with Super Deluxe,
right,
for the first time, they had flew me out to LA because they really liked my work. And the reason why we first started working was because they bought a documentary that was filmed after I went viral. It was like 5 minutes long, and it ended up going to Sundance. So they ended up liking me a whole bunch. So they flew me out to LA for the first time, and we made a video. Is like Kelvin learns lessons from wildlife. So they had me in front of different animals for the first time, like wolves, owls, kangaroos.
Yeah. I saw this.
Yeah, and then it was cut up so nice. It went viral on Twitter. It was like, man, this guy got a TV show, when I really didn't. But it seemed like I had like all
That's
these.
fucking sick.
Yeah, it seemed like it just like blew my page up again, and then it kind of took me like, that's where somebody called me Brother Nature for the first time, and I kind of stuck and ran with the name.
That's a great name.
Yeah, and I was still in college at the time, you know. And then like after my first year of college, when I decided to drop out and really pursue what I really wanted to do.
Okay, so I kind of have gotten to see your journey the whole time, kind of from far. Because I remember when my friends at Super Deluxe were like, we found this dude. We want to give him a show. Yeah. Look, he's hilarious. Yeah. And that was the beginning. I was not sure if I came in later on your story or if I was there kind of from the beginning.
Not no animal expert or anything, but, you know, I kind of just like to spread the message of like loving animals and like just like coexisting and just being positive and treating everybody equally.
You see, loving animals is dope, but I still feel like as a person of color, still bold for fucking with these animals, man. Whenever I see you fucking with animals, I'm like, look, nigga, I love animals. I love animals, but also I still feel like certain animals, I'm like, I'm gonna leave you alone. For sure. I'm gonna let you do your own thing. So whenever I see you like you fucking with different shit, I'm like, man, I wish I had the balls to really like. Certain, I feel like have you messed with like hippos and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was close to hippos.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like hippos are the craziest fucking animals, and people don't realize that they will rip you to pieces.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would never. So when I see you just out here mess with different animals, I'm like, salute you, because that's not my thing.
Thanks.
It's not my goddamn thing.
I actually have a story that might be an interesting conversation with both your personality and the weed we just smoked.
Cool.
And I know I didn't send this to the text, but I don't think you care. So Grimes put out something on Twitter or on Instagram this week, the artist Grimes, and it's just her Bitmoji. And she's was Elon Musk's girlfriend. She's a musician. She's outspoken within these like artificial intelligent worlds and stuff like that. So she had this to say. She posted like a little mini story thing about love and robots and animals in a sense. And I think it might be interesting to discuss. I can't tell.
Do you believe in love? Quite an elusive thing. Perhaps only known by the human race. So perhaps only having occurred in a brief flicker of time in the grand life of the universe. Perhaps it is the time of love, immortalized only in books and films and stories, and to be known never again. Because ever so soon, we will be welcoming a great, artificial intelligence, who may feel love, may only emulate love. I don't know if I would consider that feeling love or not. But maybe they will have no need for it, as perhaps it's only a preservation mechanism for our species, and nothing more.
The fuck did we just listen to, bro? Like, first of all, I felt like I was getting programmed the whole time. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Chris, that weed hit you way too hard, fam. Why are we
He
on
goes
this thing?"
longer into this point that love may no longer exist because it was just a survival technique, and in the future we'll get these robots, but they will be programmed to love, and we might love the robots, but is that real love? And then is love a fleeting thing that literally only started existing as a survival instinct with humans?
I
and
could have just
will
watched
leave
Black Mirror for this shit, bro.
once we.
No, but I like.
No, I liked
cool,
it.
I think it's a cool concept. I think it's something we could talk about, but it's like, yeah, maybe love may not be real.
I also didn't realize it was that long.
Love
I
is the
remembered it
realest
being
thing we
shorter.
have, bro.
But it's like, but love is real though. Like love, you know.
Yeah,
I would-
but do you think
Love
animals love? Because that's kind of I feel like her like I feel like her thesis on this whole thing is like humans started love.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but your dog loves you, right? Or is that an illusion? Like, do animals love one another, or are they just surviving? Yeah, I got high. What's
Yeah,
up?
you got super
No,
high, bro.
I feel you, and
Yo,
it's like,
this
and
Benihana's
it gets pretty deep when you like think about stuff like that. Cause like,
But the
damn,
answer is simple. It's like, yes, animals fucking love.
Do they?
yeah, I feel like they love.
My animal don't need me to fucking be warm. He knows how to be warm. Animals know how to survive. They don't need me or anything around me to survive.
But like when he feels affection towards you, he's gonna rock with you, bro.
Yeah.
I seen my goat today. I haven't seen him in like a year, bro. But like at first he like didn't really recognize who I was. I walked up to him, started petting him. He started waggling his tail, and I was like, yeah, he still loved me.
Well, I had my dog when I was a kid got separated from his dog.
Yeah.
And then they like saw each other for the first time in like 5 years.
Yeah.
And they ran at each other and jumped on their hind legs and like hugged.
And what do you call that?
love,
I think that's
motherfucker,
love. That's not instinct. That's love. Grimes.
What we gonna do is we gonna
All
put
right,
that video.
Grimes.
We gonna put that video on fucking the video with that fucking lion that was separated from his trainer and the person.
I seen that. I seen
Yes,
that.
Yeah.
it's like the best video. It's like went viral. We gonna put that on this episode
Yeah.
if we can. Can we clear that? I don't know.
Probably so. We're
Yeah,
we're
that's
commenting
that's
on
like
it.
Yeah, we
number-
commented on that. Put that shit on there.
Prime example of love.
Prime example of love. Like, well, come on, man. Nucky loves the shit out of me.
Yeah, but he
Do I
also
love
loves a
Nucky is
computer.
the question. Nucky's insane.
No, I actually thought like one of the innate flaws in that whole thing that artificial intelligence will stop our need for love was that you're saying that only humans love and animals love too. So I'm glad I could just call out Grimes
I think
on this
plants love too, if
podcast
you wanna
once
be high.
and for all.
For sure.
If you want to be high, really high, I think plants love.
That's not love.
Plants. I feel like plants can love. I seen this
think
girl,
plants
right?
can love.
And you know what?
Wait, guys, I thought
Man,
I
I'm
was
a-
high.
You don't think plants can love?
I think plants can love.
You play plants music. You do different things to plants.
Hell
They
yeah.
have a connection with you,
Plants,
bro.
everything can love. We all connected, bro.
Yes.
We all one. When it
Yes,
really
Benny
comes down to
Hanna.
it.
Shout out to Benny Hanna.
Furniture?
We shout out to Benny
Furniture?
Hanna.
Bro.
Can,
No,
my
I'm
couch,
saying,
no,
I'm
my
saying
couch
like,
doesn't love
We're
me.
saying
living organisms.
We're saying
Like-
living
All right,
organisms.
okay, you said
We're saying-
anything.
Yeah, we're saying living organisms. We're saying plants can love. We're saying just like animals can love, just like we can love.
Hell yeah.
The word is love.
Love.
Now
Yeah,
we're gonna
motherfucker.
get into defining love.
You don't think plants can love?
I do think plants do grow better with love, and
say
that's a
doo-doo?
fact. They
They do grow better.
can
Doo-doo.
do love.
I think
You
plants
do
can love.
need doo-doo to grow.
Yeah.
Ooh, for plants.
Sorry, I cut you off though.
No, I'm saying, yeah, plants can love, man. They got a love for the universe. They give us oxygen. You know, they stay alive. And at one time, this girl, she was telling me about her cactus, right? She's like, I got this cactus. I play music for her. I water her. I talk to her. And then one day, she did this thing that is super rare. And, you know, cactus can grow like a flower for a day. It blooms for like a day, and then it dies at the end of the day. And she said, I saw that, and I was just crying the whole day.
Oh, that's
Talking
the
to my
most
cactus.
motherfucking.
And I was like, wow. She showed me the whole
I
story.
gotta hang out with more
Ew,
poetic
bro.
people.
That is so dope.
That's a
And
dope ass
also-
story. I was like, thank you for telling me
It's
that.
also
Like, that's
story is
shrooms. It's also
beautiful.
shrooms, but it's also dope as shit. It's dope as shit.
like I see, like she showed me the story. It was like, oh my god, like my cactus is going into this state, and I
Oh,
saw
wait,
the
on her
little
Instagram story?
Yeah, she showed me the.
Oh, that's
she showed
fucking
me.
sick.
It was real. Like she showed me like.
Wait, you
little
didn't
flower.
like it until it was on Instagram?
Not he needed to see
Well,
the real proof.
I didn't believe her.
Oh.
I was like,
Yeah, he didn't
I
believe
was
her.
like, she might be lying. This
But
is
I
a
wouldn't have
beautiful
believed it either. But
story.
she's like, nah, look at this story. Like this is when the sun comes up, you see like the little like a little like flower sprouting out. Then the whole thing bloomed out, and then it died at the end of the day.
Honestly, I did like it better in my head when she was more connected with the earth and like her just experiencing it for herself. Her playing on her phone kind of dilutes.
It does
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
It
of.
kind of
Yeah.
dilutes
I like-
exactly what it is.
I'm kinda like-
but I needed the proof.
Yeah,
I needed
yeah.
the proof as well.
I'm kind of like picturing almost like a children's book animation, but in like a serious way,
For
you
sure.
know, of like she's like tending to the cactus, and
Yeah.
it's like the day, but
But
then
I'm
she
saying
like
it-
pulls out her phone, and then she starts recording it.
See, I'm
does
seeing
take
it in
away.
a flip book form.
Okay.
And I'm seeing the cactus be there. And as she, I swear to God, it really was. And as she went through
Yeah.
the flip book, you see the flower blooming. And then you see the flower actually dying. And it's a representation of life. And
So, anyway, guys, we're putting out a children's book, and we
it's
love
going to be pretty dark and pretty real.
The Day the Cactus Flowered.
Yeah.
That's dope, though, and you think it was directly correlated to love in some way?
Nah, I feel like plants can love. I feel like everything that's living can love.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. I think Chris is just hating on plants for whatever fucking reason.
No, I kind of feel like this, this weird Grimes Instagram video
Brought us
actually
together.
plugged more of a conversation than I expected it to. I like it. Halfway through, I was like, "What am I doing? Showing me this guy."
I felt the same way as I was listening to this shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? But you know what? It turned out for the better.
Anyway, if you have a jury duty notice, respond to it.
Yeah.
You trying to say that this dude's
No, not at all.
Okay.
But this does up the gravity. Like,
Yeah.
also, my other thing is this guy's 21.
Yeah.
This guy's new to society.
Word.
This guy doesn't know.
You want, first of all, you want him to determine somebody else's fate. I don't even think we should be giving 21-year-olds that fucking duty. I don't think we should be letting 21-year-olds
We
decide
got
if
away with
motherfuckers
that.
are going to jail or not.
As a 21-year-old, I don't want to go to jury dirty. So wait till you're older, man, because I'm not even probably gonna look at that and not take it serious.
Imagine how many 21-year-olds
I didn't know
are-
you're a 21-year-old. That's a good representation.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I
We
don't.
don't want this guy on jury duty.
But imagine how many people have like a 21-year-old help put somebody away for life or just like some shit where they're like,
Yeah.
yo, I didn't even know what the case really was. I was just there. I was being influenced by the guy next to me. I was like, a 21-year-old is still fucking go out, go party, go fuck some people.
No,
Live your
I
fucking
want
life.
you.
Don't be
I want
responsible.
you on my jury. I'm taking it back.
You want him on your jury?
Yeah, he'll see the good in me.
I don't know, Chris. I don't see the good in you, and I'm here with you every week.
I feel like he'll be like, look, that guy snitched, but it was out of love.
If you don't know, we call Chris
You know.
a snitch. He's Chris a snitch because he basically invited Tekashi into his home.
I just said that.
And said
I'm
Tekashi can
interested
stay
in
with
it.
him.
This was a bit. It was a joke.
Not sure
But
what
I
the
was
joke-
interested in. I thought he was going to go into witness protection, and I was like, "That's disappointing because I want to follow this guy." And then I was like, "Tekashi, you can hang out with me."
And then we were always like, you a snitch for associating yourself with that.
Wait, no, it really happened or was it a skit?
No, it's a skit. It was on the show. It was on here. It wasn't a skit, but it was on here. And he was just talking, saying he would accept Tekashi into his home.
University of Kansas apologizes for not thoroughly vetting controversial Snoop Dogg performance. A Snoop Dogg performance apparently got too hot for the University of Kansas. The school issued an apology Friday night.
Yo, the professors was hot. Like, yo.
The school issued an apology Friday night after a hip-hop star performed as part of the Late Night in Fog preseason celebration following scrimmages by the men and women's basketball teams. Snoop 35-minute set at Allen Fieldhouse featured a scantily dressed women gyrating on stripper poles and doing the splits.
Who wrote this and called them scantily dressed? They were not.
They were
Along
chilling. They had like little
They
booty
had
shorts.
T-shirts on with like
And booty
booty shorts.
Okay.
Like cheerleaders shorts.
It's kind of scantily.
Cheerleaders are dressed scantily?
Yeah.
No.
Along with fake
Oh,
money
whoa,
being
whoa.
shot into the crowd and unedited versions of the rapper's hit songs, including Drop It Like It's Hot and Gin and Juice. Unedited music. Unedited. Also, Drop It Like It's Hot and Gin and Juice are not.
He performed also the Akon. Up on that pole.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it went well with that.
He went hard.
Yeah, I mean, isn't this what the kids want to see?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it's really
my
about.
problem with this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, that's like, come on, man. Like he know what he doing. Like he been doing it for a minute. He
He
know how to
know-
turn the crowd. His job is to please the kids, please the crowd. Like you hired him, let him know.
Yeah.
Please, these
So that's why they
students.
put out the apology because they ain't vetted. So,
To be fair, who knew that Snoop Dogg would smoke weed?
He didn't even smoke. We don't.
I know, but it's just like
Yeah.
it's like a crazy.
it's like, come on,
Who
man.
knew?
Snoop. Like Snoop, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Respect it.
You know you're
what he-
signing up for.
Yeah, it's Snoop, and then also the only people offended are all the people that it was not for.
Yeah.
It's all the professors. It's all like, oh, you didn't have to come, motherfucker. It's for the basketball. I can tell you one thing: the men and women basketball teams of Kansas both enjoyed that.
Yeah.
They enjoyed the dance. They enjoyed the performance. They enjoyed Snoop Dogg. It was a great fucking performance, and he had the crowd going. He did a great job, and I just think it's crazy they blowing this thing up, and that the NCAA just continues to just. They're like, oh, well, you're already being investigated by the NCAA. Why would you bring more attention to? Snoop didn't bring no attention to the program. It's one of the biggest programs that's ever been. The Kansas City Jayhawks is, the Kansas Jayhawks is one of the biggest programs, period, in basketball. So there's no attention that Snoop Dogg is bringing to them.
For sure.
They already have attention on them because they're Kansas.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he did a great job. And I don't think Snoop should be getting any fire for this shit.
No.
I got a side Snoop convo. You're 21.
Yeah.
We're 31. What is Snoop Dogg to you?
I feel like Snoop Dogg is a cultural icon. He's taking his career from rap and what I know from Snoop Dogg to something way bigger than just.
But hasn't he
his
like
music.
always been famous your entire fucking life?
He's always been famous my whole entire life, and he
Yeah.
and he has his hands in low key just everything.
I guess
But
he's
I feel
always
like-
been famous our entire lives too.
Yeah,
I would
and
argue
for being
That's
himself
two different
too.
like generations.
And for being himself though, it's
I
not
would-
like he's like washed like trying to be somebody else or trying to, like I said, please the people that are complaining about this. Nah, that's who he's been. And don't you think that he knows that? And like, don't you think he knows what he's doing? That's what I'm saying. Like he's successful in what he does, man. And
That's very true. He's an expert.
I would argue that he also is an icon. A
Icon.
big time icon. And
Icon.
that he may even be our Bob Marley in the sense of like Snoop has always been on some peaceful shit.
he
too.
everybody uncle.
Like he used to gang bang and do his shit back in the day. And Snoop's still a crip, whatever.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Snoop has always been peace talking.
Yeah.
Snoop has always been trying to bring people together.
Yeah.
He everybody uncle. He always fucking makes the youth feel as though like they could do no wrong. Like, hey, let me teach you game. Let me show you how you can do this. He's never the OG that's trying to shit on the youth and be like, fuck these young rappers. He loves everyone. And Snoop is just, you know what? He's the epitome of love.
He stands for truth.
He stands for love.
Snoop
Stands for
Lion.
love.
Snoop Lion.
His
for
animal
love.
self.
Yes.
Most iconic dog of all time.
African Americans?
I saw that you sent me that.
Did you?
African Americans built this nation. You built this nation.
First of all, he just said African Americans built the nation. We built this
Yeah,
nation.
that was my favorite part.
He just say, Did he just say we built this?
Yeah, he totally does.
African Americans built this nation.
But that is my favorite part.
You built this nation.
We built this.
You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get. You built the nation. We all built it, but you were such a massive part of it. Bigger
massive part of it?
than you were given credit for. Does that make sense? Right?
I mean, is this? What do you think? Is this? This sounds positive. I mean, when you say Donald Trump. What? Oh, okay. When you say, do you hear what Donald Trump said about black people? You're expecting like, here we go.
No.
And then it was like, yeah, I'm actually giving you credit for building the country.
But it's like we don't need that from you, Donald Trump. Like we don't need the credit from Donald Trump.
That's fair.
We like for to be like you. Did you guys know? Did you guys know you were slaves and that you built this shit? It's like, nigga, we know this. Like, you know, you're just starting to get credit for that. I've been what? I've been giving you the credit. People were not giving it to you, and I was like, you know, black people did that. Hey, chill out. No, but it just felt like a very weird video. It just felt very weird to me that he was just like, African Americans built this nation. Then it was like, we built this nation.
That's so
He
weird.
put himself in the group with us real quick.
He fucking would.
Yeah, of course he would.
Then he said we all built this.
And then he
nation.
said we all
So
did, but y'all were a big part of it. And it was just like, I don't even know what, I would like to see the rest of the speech, obviously. But it just felt like a very fucking weird clip. And he's getting a lot of like, bad press from us for it. But also,
Okay, I was because it feels condescending.
it does to me. It very much, we got some African Americans in the building. How do you guys feel about that clip? All right. Will he ever get the black vote? Is there any way Donald Trump could get the black vote? No, but I just don't know if there's a way that Donald Trump truly gets the black vote. I think I think he doesn't realize that whoever he associates with, then we don't like. And he tries to use different black people to get the vote from us. He like last time he was like, I got Kanye West and I got Steve Harvey. He was like, we can give up both them niggas. We don't care about this shit. Yep. We love Kanye. Now I'm from Chicago. I love Kanye. I'd give that nigga up in a heartbeat. If we talking some Trump shit, you can have that nigga.
Yeah.
If you talking about Steve Harvey, I can do without Steve Harvey. I like Steve Harvey. I like Steve Harvey a lot. But also, if you're going to stand next to Donald Trump and speak with him, I'm good, fam. I'm good.
I agree.
Are you
nobody
saying you're not
untouchable.
going to watch Family Feud anymore? Or like you're just
Is it
like...
Celebrity Family Feud? Or is it oh, because when the celebs come on, I got to check it out. Sorry, guys.
You want to hit this Amber, I think this is a bigger story of the week?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's a big
Did you already talk about this on Drama's podcast?
No, me and you spoke about this.
Yeah, we spoke about it
Shout
on
out
the
to
phone.
Drama's podcast and D and Anand, or Nand, however you pronounce it. It's my guy. I always pronounce it both ways. But they spoke about the Amber Guyger situation in her case that took place in Dallas, and the thing that I thought was crazy.
Should we read this? This is the cop.
Yeah, let's read it. Let's read
This
it.
is the cop who
yep.
shot
Yeah.
the unarmed man in his own apartment.
The unarmed black man.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought was crazy is that on their podcast, they never mentioned he was a black man. They just kept saying this officer walked into this room and shot this person. And I was like, no, it's a black man. It's another a cop killing another unarmed black man.
Yep.
Why are we trying to make this a story about
in his own
the
apartment.
neighbor? And then look, I'm a Christian. I believe in forgiveness 1,000%. What is it? 70 times 7? No, is it 700 times 7? Whatever. My God said forgive. So I forgive people. And I'm okay with forgiving. And I think his family has been very forgiving to Amber Guyger. And I'm cool with that.
His brother gave her
But they
a hug.
taking it weird and shit and far. They're taking it too fucking far. This woman killed your son and your brother. Y'all giving him hugs. And, I mean, giving her hugs in court.
The family was giving her hugs.
The family was giving her hugs. Also saying weird shit like, we hope to be your friend one day. I'm like, look, man, forgiveness don't mean y'all got to be best friends. You can forgive somebody and that not make you your best friend. And I just thought that was very weird in the way they're playing this whole thing. And I don't know, they're just trying to they definitely look brainwashed. They look crazy.
But to brief on the story, Amber Guyger is the cop who walked into an apartment that she thought was hers, but it was the floor above her. She shot this black guy. He died. She went to court this week. She gets 10 years, which isn't that long.
It's not that long. She'll get out good behavior.
And
like
then
5
she...
years probation. 5 years, like she's eligible for parole.
And exactly.
Yeah.
And the other bigger story was that her brother gave her a hug, and then the his brother gave her a hug, the victim's brother, and then the judge also gave her a hug, and like a cop in the thing like fixed her hair, and it brought up a lot of questions of
a lot of questions if the family was paid off.
I thought it brought up a lot of racial questions of how white women's treated, and she's killing a black man, and
that's both because it's like even with the family giving her a hug, it's like, okay, they could have been paid off, could have been some brainwash shit. Then it's also a white female cop that kills an unarmed black man and just gets all this good treatment, bro. Like, that's insane.
And it's like she only got 10 years. And let's be real here, the only reason she got 10 years is because she was off duty. That's the only reason.
Oh, you're saying otherwise she would not have even faced any consequences.
She would have faced no consequences.
Yep.
She would have been okay. She'd been good. She'd been great. They were like, come on, God damn it, Amber. We got to work with something, bitch. You were not at work that day.
Yeah.
Also, even if you did just get so much lapse of judgment, it's so incredible. And
it's also like also right there, like right in front of everybody though. It's like the way that they put this shit is like it's like plain, like it's like black and white, bro. Like we can just see right through that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just it's just wrong, bro.
Also, I'll say this much, and I've said it to Chris 100 times. Black people are the most forgiving motherfuckers I know. Period. Chris will never forgive Chris Brown. Chris probably also doesn't forgive Michael Vick. It's a list of niggas that Chris will never forgive. But black people be so fucking forgiving so quickly. And I think it's because we've been through so much pain throughout this country and the things we've been through that we just are too understanding at times. And I'm not trying to say that we shouldn't forgive. I believe in forgiving. But I think that we've been programmed within this country to forgive because everything that goes wrong with us, nothing changes. So what fucking choice do we have but to forgive? Because nothing is changing throughout, the oppression and this and that. And it might be the mental slavery, the actual physical slavery, blah, blah, blah. Nothing's changing. So you're like, I guess I got to keep forgiving these motherfuckers to get closer and closer. I guess I got to keep forgiving these motherfuckers for them to hear my voice. I guess I got to forget, like, why the fuck we always got to forgive motherfuckers? Why can't we do some forgiving?
For real.
I mean, why can't y'all do some forgiving?
For real.
Never.
That's
never.
Really,
it fucking just trash to me.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
I think that that family can grieve however they want. I thought the person who is working for the courts hugging a person who was just put away for murder is unacceptable. I don't care how that 100%. Person is. I don't care.
And guess what color she was, Chris?
She's black.
Black. Some weird shit going on, man.
That was so weird to me and so inappropriate.
It's like, man.
But I mean, the story that we actually wanted to get into was the fact that now one of the witnesses,
Joshua Brown, key witness in Amber Guyger murder trial, and neighbor of Botham Jean Botham Jean shot to death in Dallas. So the actual neighbor and one of the key witnesses in the whole case was killed.
Wow.
He testified against her.
Did you know this?
He was killed?
I didn't know this till just before the show.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
This is insane.
So the only witness was killed?
Yeah.
The key witness.
Which actually ties, you were the one that was like, maybe it's a larger systematic thing and like something like this.
Yeah, bro. And it's in plain sight. And it's like.
Who the fuck killed that guy? Who do you think killed that guy?
What do you mean?
He
testified against a police officer.
So you think the police had him killed?
Hell yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Or do you think somebody who was mad and conservative?
No.
You think
the police had that man killed?
Straight up had him killed.
Straight up had that man killed.
Do you think they threatened him beforehand? If you do this, we'll kill you? And then
probably, but he probably did the right thing. This is why motherfuckers don't want to snitch ever, Chris, to snitch. Because you snitch for your fucking friend and you like, I'm gonna tell the truth. That bitch is lying. She went in here and did this. The police kill you. If you snitch against your friend, the street's gonna kill you. So it's just like, that's why motherfuckers don't want to go to court, period. But this man tried to do what he thought was right, which was right.
Especially when it's the police that you're supposed to trust in, like the people that you're supposed to look to for safety. But
protect and serve.
Yeah.
Come on now.
It's just
crazy.
Man, we do read stories here week after week where sometimes it saddens me as somebody who was growing up in America to hear these stories where it really, really on the nose feels like the police is a gang. like,
Hell yeah, they a
I
gang.
mean, I know the idea. I know the idea that the police, in a
What?
larger systematic sense, feel like a gang.
Hey,
but like
crazy.
even in this smaller, like fucking 12 people in one police force, those people are gonna fucking kill somebody who
Hell
What
yeah,
testified
12
gang.
people?
against.
This is Dallas police.
Yeah, but I'm saying that every police station is like a gang. Whether
Yes.
you're Dallas
Yeah.
police,
Oh, yeah.
whether you're
Ganged up.
small, whether you're the concept of police.
They ganked up.
And I've heard that, but I feel like the number of stories we've gone through that are like this.
It's some real mafia.
But this isn't news. Like this
That is
isn't
just-
news.
I'm new to it.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
and that's a privilege.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a privilege to be new to it. This isn't news for anybody that grew up in the hood or grew up in
For real.
around shit where you like, yo, you can't. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gotta forgive.
Forgive. You gotta forgive. We ain't got no choice. We just trying to out here be free and happy.
So you don't fucking kill us.
Be free and happy and stay out of bullshit.
No, she did that. All right. Well, we tried to warn you.
Yeah, it's like,
Gotta kill you now. You know how this goes, right?
and it's like nothing, bro. It's like nothing. Like what? Like they that's it. They could just do that. They can get away with it. Like she's just gonna serve her little 5 years, bro. You're gonna see her out in 5 years, happy.
and then I love how this works. Not
Oh,
actually-
100%. She's not serving more than 5 years.
No.
No, you
And I
know
don't honestly love how this works, but I love how this works in the sense of like Dallas police responds to a shooting at 10:30 p.m. They was there at 8 o'clock shooting the nigga. And they was cleaning it up for 2.5 hours. And then they responded to the call. Hey, guys, it's been a shooting. It's crazy. It's the key witness. We couldn't believe it either.
I'm
One
gonna
of
be
those
honest.
fucking MAGA people.
When we were talking earlier, and you say this like it's a conspiracy that he even hugged her, or that the judge hugged her, and it's a paid off thing. I, in my mind, went, that sounds pretty fucking crazy.
Really?
And then if I'm gonna be totally honest, in my fucking white perspective, I'm
Yeah.
like, that sounds pretty crazy. Then we get to the next story, and you guys are kind of enlightening me to like, the police fucking killed them, and I'm like, oh my god, that all could have been a fucking. I just like,
Yeah, to
I'm
me,
gonna
I
be
can
honest.
just
I
see
just,
through
com-
that.
I at
Yeah,
one
that's
point was
crazy.
like, that sounds pretty crazy though, and then
Yeah.
one story later, I'm like, oh my god, it's all.
Hell yeah. Sometimes I'd be like
Sad.
wondering like what it would be like to be like white for a day.
Just for a day?
I mean, like just
I'm
like I
joking.
mean, but like yeah, sometimes like just to see like how like my mindset would be different because it's like so different, bro. Like it's really different.
It's also not just the day; it's also the like experience of
Yeah,
growing up and being like, police are good guys.
yeah.
That's what
It's just
everyone tells
crazy.
us.
And not to, since we're already high on this show and a little drunk, you need some more wine? You good?
Yeah, cool.
If you were white for a day,
Mhm.
what would you do with your day?
See how much shit I get away with. Probably.
Dude, of course you have to. You have no choice but to see how much shit you get away with.
I gotta be seizing the day more.
Shit,
you know,
Chris.
you should.
You're not.
I'm
using
like
your privilege
busy
enough.
being a good person.
Yeah, but you should try to be like a bad white person for a day and see how much you get away with.
Yeah. Well, it's sad as a white person watching. Like, you know who wins? The guys who are just bad, fucking
Yeah.
shitty white people. And like that I don't like that. I think that
Get you.
sucks. I want to
Get you,
change
bro.
that.
It's the same book every
But
time.
that's
Amazing.
like, it's like,
White people read the book
why do
every
you
time.
keep on making them win?
They read the book every time. And I like the ending. It was good. Every time. It's the
Guess we
same.
do it like that. Out of my way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean. Yeah. I mean,
So what do you do with your day?
Ah man, honestly I couldn't say, but I always wondered, you know, because I'm never gonna be it, so I never really thought that deep into it.
if I was a white guy for a day, I'm trying to think what I would do. I would go open up a bank account with no money. Because I just think you can if you white. You
Yeah.
got to deposit money normally for regular people. Like $250, what's your credit? Like white person can just go and be like,
Trust me.
yeah. I'm going to bring some money, I promise. They're like, all right. No, I don't know what I'd do with my day either if I was a white guy. I mean,
It's hard. You know, it's
so
an
much to
overtime
do.
thing.
Yeah, it really is an overtime thing.
Yeah,
it's
it's
about
like-
finding yourself as a
Yeah,
white guy
for
too.
sure.
Like, who would you be
It's like,
as
it's
a
like,
white
it's
guy?
like, it's like the Lil Dicky and like Chris Brown song.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it was kind of like that a little bit.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what kind of white guy would I be. Would I be a bad white guy? Like, would I be someone out here that was like, I'm going to abuse my whiteness?
Yeah.
Or would I be that good white guy that was like, because I experienced what it was like to be a black guy, that I want to make sure I'm doing some stuff to help different races and different. I think I'd be a bad white guy. Fuck it. I feel like I live that shit over there. It's horrible, nigga. I'm about to fucking manipulate this shit. Oh, rich me.
I feel like all white people think that if they became black for a day, they'd be cooler.
Imagine being the lame black
But
guy.
also, that doesn't mean you're gonna be cooler. You could just wind up being, you know.
Oh shit! You get over there, you're Wayne Brady. Like fuck. Shit.
At least I can sing.
Man.
Is that it? Where we at?
You want to finish this joint and talk about animals for a minute?
Cool. As people that live in Los Angeles and like we are not necessarily around like a lot of animals. Of course, we have our little fucking mountain lions and different things out here. Our coyotes who run my street like all the fucking night. Coyotes run down. Like what can like when I see you on Instagram and stuff, as much as you're having fun, but you are also making sure you're doing what you can for different causes. What can we do to help when it's like comes to like poaching and different things that we're like, oh, well, we're not around those animals. So like, what can we do to really contribute to that versus, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not around that shit.
I mean, when I feel like when it comes down to poaching, is more so like since it happens in a different country. Like I feel like over here, the most that we can do is raise awareness with our platforms and actually at least donate to these causes that are out there that are actually do your research, of course, but like donate to these causes that are actually care about the animals and are actually trying to do the right thing to help conserve the animals. Because I spent some time out in this nonprofit called Vet Paw, and that's when I learned about like what's going on with the rhinos, that they get poached. Like their rhino horns are worth like $600,000. So you come up to an African and you offer him like a little bit of money to kill this rhino, but you're really gonna make $600K in the black market. Crazy. But like like these people out here, they gonna do whatever to just take care of their family. So, you know what I'm saying? So you can't really blame it on the people, but it's the black market that's controlling this. So it's like you can donate and raise awareness to these conservations that are trying to at least keep the species alive and at least are trying to out here trying to hunt down the poachers and lock them up.
How do they not know that they're getting 600,000? Like I'm not trying to say that they should be poaching at all. It shouldn't. But like, if they are to be killing these animals for these people, how is there not enough access yet for them to understand that they're making so much more than what they're paying us?
Just not even having access to that education, and also it comes down to if you think we're controlled out here, imagine how they're being controlled over there. You know, that's just the most basic way that I can explain it.
Also, just imagine basic entertainment contracts of being like, you're gonna get $10,000, and those guys are making millions of dollars.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's not even on no contract stuff. It's just on some like
it's like gangster shit.
And they're gonna look and they're gonna be like, all right, cool. This is gonna have me and my family for a year or 3 months. I don't know exactly the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not an animal expert, but from just being firsthand and being out there in the field and just hearing these stories from these veterans that are actually trying to preserve the rhinos and stuff, that's what they tell me. So.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite animal?
Yeah, sloth.
It's a sloth.
Yeah. Oh shit! This is sloths got like pimp swag.
Nah, yeah.
I said that before on ridiculousness, but it's true. Sloths be moving their hands like they got long ass nails. Like they do cocaine. Give bitches cocaine.
Yeah.
bitch, do a line real quick, bitch. Come here, bitch. Do a line. Come over here. Sloths move real slow. I told you to get your ass over here.
I never thought about this.
They pimps
sloth like that.
Yeah, no,
sloth is a pimp, man. Put a suit on a sloth, nigga. Watch what happens.
Hell yeah, pimp, a super pimp. You can see me like walking slow with his little cane.
That's why you like the sloth for this like swaggy sloth energy.
No. The sloth energy was just dope. There's only like 4 sloths that you can actually hold in the United States, and I was blessed to be able to hold one that was hand raised. Yeah, and like when I held it, it was like the feeling was kind of euphoric, and I was just very happy. Did a little slow dance, and it was just lit, and there was the animal that made me feel the happiest this far.
It was your cactus moment.
My cactus moment.
It was your fucking cactus
Super
moment.
euphoric. I was happy as hell.
What? We super fucking high. We super drunk.
Because we've talked a lot about animals on this show, and sometimes we talk about iconic, like what's an icon, what's a legend, and what's what was the third one? Just like a star, right? So we were talking about the famous dog.
Who's the most famous bird?
Most famous bird?
Who's the most famous bird in history? Not. It doesn't have to be. It could be a fictional bird as well.
Yeah, Toucan Sam.
Ooh, you think Toucan Sam? You don't think Big Bird?
Oh shit, Big Bird's an icon.
Oh,
Big Bird got the name Bird in his name.
Yeah.
In her name. Big Bird's a woman,
Toucan Sam, I would put in legend category.
Legend.
No, Toucan Sam might be an icon too, right?
He could be alright.
Follow him.
I mean, like a lot of little kids ate Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Toucan Sam is a big.
Toucan Sam. I mean, that's the first bird that came to my mind.
Eagle Man.
No, there's another like fucking big bird that we're forgetting.
Big bird.
We got a Tweety bird. That's just like a
Tweety
legend.
bird is a big bird.
Yeah, Tweety bird is fire. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not big bird.
No. Tweety is famous, bro. Tweety had clothes and
Yeah,
shit.
Tweety
Big Bird ain't
up
never been on no clothes like that.
Have we gotten in the bird conversation?
I don't
before?
think we have.
Tweety is bigger than Big Bird.
What?
Ooh,
don't think so?
I like
What?
the argument. I'm here for the argument.
Wow.
I'm here for the argument.
I'm thinking like, look,
Sesame,
look.
He's 21. Sesame Street has been dying down.
I gotta hear the case for Tweety.
All right, Tweety, you're going to see Tweety. Look, how many Sesame Streets are there? Like, amusement park, I'm going to say. Like, let's look at, like, the success overall. How many, like, I look at amusement park. I'll see there's a Sesame Street in fucking New York. I can't name another one. Then you got Six Flags all over the world. So you see Tweety Birds all over the world. And
Tweety Bird also is this like iconic
then again-
like beach shirt that
yeah,
people wear.
and then you look at Tweety and you know that's Tweety, but like of course it's not gonna come to your mind at first, but like just Looney Tunes as a brand as a whole, I don't know. I feel
But
like
Big
Tweety
Bird is like the
Big Bird is
Justin
fine.
Timberlake of his group.
He really is.
Nah,
Big
he's
Bird-
hard. He's hard.
Big Bird is the star.
Tweety's
feel
like a Chris Kirkpatrick at
Yeah,
best.
no. Tweety had a couple solo albums. We just did. We wasn't checking for him like
Yeah.
that. He had a couple hits on them.
There's
solo
not a bigger cartoon.
Tweety's
bird.
also a woman, right? Tweety's
Oh
a girl.
shit! I got it. Donald Duck.
Oh, you got Daffy
He's a
and
bird.
Donald.
That's
Yeah.
a big
You
bird.
got
Duck.
Daffy and Donald.
Yeah.
That's an
Daffy Duck.
icon.
Donald Duck.
Daffy. There's also Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck.
Yeah, Daffy Duck,
Daffy
Donald Duck, Big Bird, Tweety Bird. Is that
Daffy.
it? And
Daffy Hart.
Toucan Sam. Does that
Yeah.
cover the bird?
No live action birds.
But let's talk about the most iconic deer, Canela the Savage.
And then the Savage is the most iconic deer.
Icon for sure.
It's true.
Imprinted.
you haven't done anything with the Milwaukee Bucks yet? Come on, man. You gotta let me put this branding behind you, man.
Yeah,
Let me
what's
just
up?
throw you some shit, man.
What's up, man?
Yeah, let's get some bags, man. Let's get some bags.
Rock with me, Steelo.
Come on, man.
Man, we
Let's
good.
get it out here. No, man. We wrapping it up?
Yeah. It's 8:27. I like talking with you about animals.
No, animals are great.
I was gonna ask you if you could fix Nucky.
Look, he's staring into the couch right
bro,
now.
Bro, honestly, bro, I was looking at Nucky today, and then I don't know, I was like, he was just looking at the blank laptop screen. I was like, Steelo, gotta watch like a lot of Netflix with him or something. But like, I don't know if he sees his reflection, but he was just like, his whole face was just into the laptop screen. But
He just
Yeah,
loves
Nucky.
technology.
If you think that's crazy, if Chris was to minimize that, he would follow it into the corner. He would try to fucking follow it into
he
the
just was
corner.
on top of my laptop.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's staring into the couch. Okay, if you guys are watching at home, this is Nucky should know. He's staring into the couch right now looking for shadows. If I move my hand over his head, he will move and start to jump into the couch. What's this? As you can see his head moving.
I found them.
Yo.
The dark
You see that
energies that are
Yo.
attacking my boy.
And then he's not doing it right now, but he normally will start trying to fucking get it. Like he thinks he can get the shadow. And yeah, it's Nucky, man. So I say all that to say, if somebody wants to adopt a dog out there, there is one up for grabs. His name is Nucky. No, he's loving it.
You think there are animal languages going on all the time that we just can't understand?
yeah, I feel like there's an animal language for sure.
Then that's
I experienced it firsthand.
with the deer?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hear this? Should I tell the story? Should this be the cap off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. So summer of 2016 is when I moved to Pennsylvania after I graduated high school in Texas. And on this summer day, I was playing 2K with my cousin. I remember I beat him. I'm coming outside the house. I feel happy as hell. And I see a deer just standing in the front yard, right? And she's just looking at me like, what's up? Like fearless. You know, deer usually just run away. So I remember I called my cousin. I'm like, yo, there's a deer standing outside. Comes outside like, yeah, I've been feeding her for a while. Feeds her a little piece of bread all nonchalant. I'm like, oh, shit. Ken has a pet deer. So I'm like mind boggled. I'm putting on my Snapchat and everything. So then I jump in my dad's truck. I go to my house right around the corner and I see a buck in my backyard, right? Like it's a deer with antlers.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think to myself, like, oh snap, I gotta make him my friend. I'm gonna try to get a pet deer too. I run inside the house. I grab the first thing I see, crackers, apples, bread. I remember I start to run to the backyard, but then I remember I calm my aura down because I really want to make him my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I rode him the apple. It hits his hoof. He looks down, takes a bite, then he shoots his head up, waggles his tails, and looks me in the eye. And like I knew we was friends. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I just knew this out my heart. Threw the crackers on the ground. Starts walking right up to me. Boom. I'm like, oh shit, like he's really my friend. Let me give him a name. Something that's gonna be meaningful, is gonna stick. So I named him Money. Boom. I made the video with Money. I put my phone out, like I gotta put this on the gram. So, you know, I'm like calm, nonchalant, because I don't want to run away. So I'm like, yo, I'm out here with my pet Money. We outside. We love the woods. Da-da-da-da. Boom. Put on my Instagram. all the girls from back home in Texas putting laughing emojis under it. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm up to something. Slap, put that shit on Twitter. Then I remember I got like cool like 400 to 700 retweets within the first day. I ran downstairs. I told my dad, I'm hella excited. Like, yo, dad, I'm viral. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, what you talking about? So this is how I know animals have a communication. Like, Money came to my house the day after. I fed him. We was already tight by then, you know what I'm saying? By the third day, I was sleeping. It was like out of a movie. I woke up, the sun was shining in my face and shit, and I'm like, the hell? So it makes me look out the window, you know, because I'm about to close my blinds. But I see a family of deer walking across the street, and it's 2 does, because does are the females, and 2 little babies. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's Money's family right there. So I ran downstairs. I grabbed some strawberries. I knew it was Money's baby mama because I walked out with the strawberry. I'm like, here, baby mama, take this. Bow. She ate it right out my hand. First time I met her. And next thing you know, I put that on Twitter. It goes up as well. And then Money pulled up with all of them. Baby mama, Canela, the little babies. And they were all the family. So he had to spread the message. How else would they have known?
1,000% went back.
That's
and
a
told
message,
them.
bro. Like, that's like,
y'all would never believe it.
Yeah.
it's like, this,
I ate all this shit. Wait,
Yeah.
you didn't bring us no food? Bitch, I'm trying to tell a story, okay? You over here cutting me off. I'm
Go
over
and
here
pull up yourself and see. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm messing with some other does? Nah, pull up to his house. He's gonna pull up with some good shit. Bow, they all pulled up.
Yeah.
She probably thought a side bitch cooked for him.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And she
It's
was like, oh, you had
like,
somebody
where the
cook
hell you been
not
at?
hungry.
I'm taking care of little baby and little Bambi by myself and Money Jr. Where the hell you been
Money
at?
Jr.
Nah, babe, pull up to his house. He cool.
I was
swear,
eating.
what if you didn't wake up? Oh, they would have got into a fight.
Nah, but
They
you know,
would have got into a crazy fight.
we all won. We all connected.
That's
you know?
dope.
I woke up for a reason. Let's get it.
That's super,
Hell
super
yeah.
dope.
But yeah.
Dude,
Hey, we want to
They
leave you with that. We're all connected out there. Understand that. We're all animals just trying to communicate.
Yeah.
So this has been an episode of Wine and Weed. For Chris Reinecker, I'm Steelo Brim. Thank you so much, Kelvin, a.k.a. Brother Nature, a.k.a. all of that shit. And Canela's dad. Are you Canela's dad?
Canela's dad, Canela's best friend. No, actually,
Best-
just like,
Just best
we
friend.
just cool. Yeah, we best friends.
Best friend.
Yeah.
That's Money.
Hell yeah.
Money's her dad.
Nah.
No?
Money just like a dude. He just a buck out here pimping. You know?
Okay. I'm not getting into this story. I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
and we got a live show on October 20th. We got a live show on October 20th. I was like, I can't talk in this camera. It doesn't fucking matter. We got a live show on October 20th at the Hollywood Improv.
7 p.m.
We're gonna have so much fun.
7 p.m. We might have a guest too. We might have a special guest. We may
Ooh.
have a special guest.
We're still figuring out our
So
format.
bring your ass. No, I know we got some. We gotta get.
We got some special
gotta get
things happening.
We gotta get
100%. So hopefully we'll see you there, and otherwise we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care. Peace.
This camera is not on.
Man, that was fun.
Yeah, dude, that was fun.